Hey everybody, Andrew with Says to Success podcast. Quick tip video this week, a little different. We're doing it in front of the green screen on my computer. Few things I wanted to go over was pretty much how to close ceramic coating jobs, a few different avenues for you to do that. And let's kind of get on with it. Alrighty, so we get a ton of people every single day reaching out to us or messaging us or calling us or whatever. And they're all saying the same thing. How are you selling so much ceramic coating? How are you selling so much tint? How are you selling so much PPF? So I kind of want to go over different services that we're using in my personal business and how we're doing that. Even our competition, they're like, why did they close with you? You're charging $200 more. It's all about how you frame the process for them. So the first one, this is something I've used for a very long time. This is GiftBit. None of these things is the podcast being paid for. So this is just stuff I personally use. We don't have any affiliate codes with GiftBit or anybody that I'm going to be kind of showing here, but I'm trying to just show you different techniques we're using at closing. GiftBit is a fantastic service that you can use to send gift cards to people. Why this is kind of interesting is these are all gift cards that have nothing to do with your business. So if you go to Global Catalog, you can see everything that they offer. And let's just say United States, they have 310 different vendors that you can send to somebody. Why is this important? Let's say someone does a referral. How are you rewarding that person for doing a referral? Exactly. Most of you aren't. You're just going to say, oh, thank you so much. Thanks for supporting my business. If you create a simple little referral program, even if you just tell people, I have one that's digital, they'll just tell you if the person you refer spends $300 or less, you get $15. If they spend more, and I kind of do it broken down by amount. It's like however much they spend, they get that value gift card. GiftBit is a fantastic service that you can send someone, let's say $25 in credits. It's going to send them a thing saying, pick your gift card out. So let's say if someone wants, I don't know, Apple, they can do that. They can do, let's scroll down, Disney, they can do that. They want to do even more, KFC, they could do, like, there's so many different options here that they can do pretty much anything that they would like. You're giving them options for everything. What this kind of invites is a few things. First thing is now you're pretty much hiring a bunch of salespeople, your customers. They've gotten work done by you, so they're gonna be the best customers or the best salespeople. To sell your stuff. So this is a great way to reward them. The next thing is a sleeper. Uber for Business. This is something where I'm closing a ton of sales just because I will give them a ride. Now, is there a certain value that I'm doing this for? Yes. I'm not doing this for everybody. So like if someone's 20 minutes away, I might not do it. Or what you can do is you can give them a value. So let's say they're 10, 15 minutes away, which most people are, cost $20 for the ride one way. Do I really care if we're making $2,000? I spent $15 to get that sale? No. What we're doing here is we're reframing how you're working in your business. So it's not, oh, I want to try and penny pinch. I want to try and make the most money. I'm all about making money, but I'm also looking at how can I make this experience the best experience for this customer. So I'm going to get you in my door. Even if I just spent $100, I'm going to get you in my door because if you're doing ads, you're spending $100 per lead anyway, or per closed lead anyway, easily. So if you're spending $100 just to get someone in the door and you give them convenience, great. Another thing we do is Lyft for Business. Same thing as Uber. How the system works is you can do their address, plug it in. You can also do flexible rides. So like, let's say you do from the shop to their house. Then you click flexible, it will send them a link saying when you're ready, the Uber will pick you up, click this link. They then can click it whenever they want, bills your credit card. Both easy services you can do. I recommend signing up for both because sometimes Lyft is cheaper than Uber, vice versa. These are very good high-tech services. Customers love them because they're easy. So they can see everything. They're not paying anything. Not many automotive businesses are doing this. So it's a good way of really showcasing your business and making yourself different. I highly recommend reach out to rental car places. Like we have a deal with a rental car place now, $35 a day. We can get you in a rental, $35 a day. So let's say if I have a customer that's further away that we don't want to pay for Uber, I'll get them into a rental. Costs us $70 if they really need it for 2 days or for PPF or something. That's what we're doing. We're getting them into rentals. We're getting them into Uber for Business. We're getting them into lifts. We're getting them to anything to make that system easier. The other thing too is that is most of the time a like a holdback moment for all automotive businesses. When can I get to? I gotta call so and so so they can give us a ride. Oh no, we'll set you up with an Uber or rental. Don't worry about it. Oh yeah, I'll book it because it doesn't really matter. Most of the time they don't even use the Uber. They were just scared because they're thinking about it. They'll get a ride. So even if it saves you money or not, the benefit with Uber and Lyft for Business too. So let's say they don't use the link. Let's say they don't click it. You could build nothing. As long as they're not using it, you're not getting billed anything. You can also set them up with a voucher. So if you want to give them $100 in Uber, you can make it so it's just for rides. It's just for these dates. They can't just ride whenever they want. The benefit of that is you say, oh, I'm getting you a voucher. In their brain, they think you're giving them a $100 gift card, which you're not. You're giving them a voucher. It can only be used during the duration of your appointment. So if they don't use any of it, by the time their appointment's done, you are out, $0, but you still made the sale. Another thing, always talk about Google reviews. I highly recommend Google reviews. Always talk about, these are a few things that I always tell customers. Number one, what I always say is, they're going to say, oh, I'm quoting other places. Okay, no problem. Can I give you a few questions to ask our competition? It's going to make it a lot easier for you to decide who to pick. These are questions that are curated. Number one, it sets you apart. You're not afraid. Like, you're not like, oh, I'll give you a deal. Like, I want you to come in. No, you can. When you're confident, it makes people very interested in you. 5 questions or a few questions I always say is always look at their reviews. That's the big one. You want to make sure customers are happy. You also want to make sure you can also look, sometimes in reviews it shows pictures. I highly recommend when you send those review requests to people, send them a picture of their car. Say, post your car, please. Show it off. What that does is, number one, Google loves when customers are talking about their cars and showing them because it's putting more stuff in Google, more data. Other thing that's nice is they can see what's getting done, type of people they're getting done. They might even know somebody. So like, let's say it's their neighbor who lives a few doors down, has got their card and they see their name in there. They're more likely to go with you because they know somebody that's gotten service done. What else I say is look them up on social media. How active are they? What kind of jobs are they posting? Are they posting ceramic coatings? Are they posting PPF? Are they posting tint? Or are they just posting wraps and then they're saying they're doing detailing and everything else? You want to see what they're doing so then you have an idea of how often they're doing it or how competent they are. Third question I always tell them to ask is, what kind of ceramic coating are you using? I always recommend this. If they can look it up and buy it yourself, I usually don't recommend the product. And the reason why is, why would you pay a professional to do it if you could do it yourself for a cheaper price? Product that, let's say we're using, installer only, you have to be certified. And what that does is, what I mean by this is, what it does, it usually sets up a wall that makes it harder for an installer to get signed up. What that does is it eliminates really low quality installers because they won't even wait 2 days to get approved. Even if there's no buy-in, even if they're not checking insurance, most businesses that do not want to worry about quality, they're not going to wait to get a special brand. They're going to try and get something they can just order. It'll be overnight to them. They're good. The other thing I always say is, what do you think about the installer? Who are you talking to on the phone? Because the brand, in my opinion, doesn't really matter. What matters is who you're dealing with. So as long as the person you're dealing with, you guys get along, you're happy, they're a good person, whatever, that's who you want detailing your car and coating your car because you're happy to see them. If you don't get along with them, you're like, oh, this guy's annoying, blah, 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 blah. That's not who you want working on your car. That's not a good day. Not at all. There's a bunch of different other things that you can do to get these sales in. I am very big on education. So like any way I can bridge the gap, I will. To recap on everything I kind of talked about, Uber, Lyft, sign up for these. They're free. It's a no-brainer for you. It's a great tool. Even if you don't use them, you always have them in your back pocket. So if you make a mistake on a car, get them that Uber ride that's $15 and make them so happy. Next thing, rental cars. Always reach out to rental car places so you can give you a good deal like us, $35 a day. Get you into a car for the day. Easy. It's cheaper for me to do that than get a loaner car, and I'm not liable for the rental. How you do the rentals? Super easy. You do not pay for them because that makes you liable. What you do is you just tell the customer, okay, I signed up the rental car for you. It's under our business name, so you're going to get a special price. you're going to have to pay for the car yourself. You're going to get a receipt and a rental agreement. Once you come back, bring that rental agreement to us, and then we'll take that off your service. That makes the customer 100% liable. That makes the customer, if they hit somebody, if they go through like a red light camera, if they go through a toll road, if they don't fill it up on gas, it's on their credit card, not yours. So it's no big deal. It's a super simple process to do. You're just covering the rental. You're good to go. You got them in the shop. You got them going. GiftBit. Great service to give people gift cards. I love this for referrals. I love this for if you're doing gifts at Christmas. There's a little bit of a fee. I think it's a 2% fee or something. To me, it's worth it. You don't have to go to any stores. You don't got it, and you're not worried about fraud with the gift cards. So if someone's like screwing around with the gift cards in the store, it doesn't exist. They're digital. So you're good to go. Emails all to the customer, just bills your credit card. You get a receipt in your email. Super easy. Google reviews, other ways to close them. 100% do that. If you're struggling with making your sales process easy and easy to understand, I highly suggest you write a script. We've talked about this in the podcast. Write a script, repeat it to yourself. There's no reason why you can't close your eyes and be able to talk to a ceramic coating customer the same way every single time. If you have any questions about how to get those ceramic coating customers in your shop, any services, if you have something that I didn't mention, please write in the comments. I'm always willing to learn, and I always want to get better in my business as well, and I'm sure other people will too. Any questions, don't be afraid to reach out, put them in the comments. We will talk to you soon. Have a great week detailing.